Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, those joining us through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we all glad you all could be with us as well. We have a real treat for you guys for this next segment. We have the Queen of Dancehall joining us for the first time here on Conversations Live, the one and only Patra. We're going to talk to her not only about her musical impact, but also the brand new music she's released this month, GIMMI WAY, what it's been like for her to see the response, and of course we'll let you all know how to be able to stay connected with her. Patra, thank you so much for the time. Really do appreciate you stopping by.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much, my man. Thanks so much. I'm so happy to be back. I like to call it the continuation, but thank you.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I'm here in the South. We're in the Atlanta and Mississippi area on the radio side, Patra, and of course, people love your music worldwide. I want to talk about that because there are very few artists that can say they have a worldwide audience. What has that been like for you to see the way that people around the world have been impacted by your music?
Man, it's been amazing from the 90s all the way back till now. Even when I decided to take a break from the industry, the links and everybody, people asking what's going on was just so amazing. So what I love most about the impact that my music have on the world is that people did not hesitate to hold on to my culture, which, I'm Jamaican. I'm doing my little Jamaican thing, and people went along with me learning how to speak Patra, and not to mention in the States, in the South. You're talking about in the ATL, I'll be there on the 4th of July, because I'm getting ready to come to the state. But it's been an amazing thing for me because, for me, music is an art. So when I'm expressing myself, it's for me, it's like sports also. It's like it's universal. So it's an impact that it was very surprising to me how fast it happened and how it continued to happen. But I feel very blessed and, appreciate for everything. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I love the way you talk about the next chapter, Patra, because here's the thing. Your music has continued year after year after year being played, even here, as I mentioned, here in the South. Could you have imagined, though, when this career started for you, Patra, that you would have that type of impact?
Well, it might sound strange, but when I was 8 years old, I dreamt, and I got up and I said, Mom, I dreamt that I want to be a superstar. And she laughed and everything like that. And I said that if I'm going to be in the entertainment business, I just visualize myself on those big stage. So then I started singing in the church, started singing in schools and everything, and I got the break to move to Kingston. And as soon as I moved to Kingston, I end up on one of the biggest stage show in Jamaica, which is Sting, and that's where I got discovered by Sony. So everything had happened so fast, but it's because of the work that I had put into it and staying original, staying true to the game, and also just to give people good music. For me personally, when it comes to music, if it's not feel good or something that can make you happy, something that you can sing along with, me personally, I cannot express that, So it's an amazing piece of thing. I just don't know how sometimes to describe it, but music transcends boundaries, and that's the beautiful thing about, my culture. So my culture actually helped me in what I do.
Yeah, Patra, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about before we get into GIMMI WAY is you being able to be unapologetic about your style and about who you are. Where does that courage come from for you?
Yes, first of all, I'm very hyperactive. Even now, people are like, oh, my God, Patra, you haven't aged or anything. I honestly believe that it started from the home. My mom, my siblings, and also, again, being from an island where people are free to express themselves, and your school teachers and people in the community raise you together. It's never used to be just your mom or your family member who raised you. Even your neighbor could raise you. So it's those values that I use and those confidence, because once they saw that I have a certain thing in me, they used to laugh. I used to perform almost every single day when I was a kid at school and church and everywhere. So it's from my youth, it's just the way I was raised. And I think that you don't have to be rich or anything to find happiness. You can just have what you have and just go through life. But I'm telling you, when you have a strong foundation and people actually who believe in you, everything is possible. Not just family, strangers, everyone. It takes a community to really show me that I have the talent, and they send me out to go ahead and mash up the place.
Yeah, love that. I have to ask you about performing live, because being in the studio is one thing, but you are known, as I mentioned in my introduction, you're the dance hall queen. People know when they come to a show with Patra, they're going to get the excitement, they're going to get the energy. What has that been like for you now to be able to perform again with your audience?
Well, it's as if, it's as if I haven't left, because what happened is I realized now that I even have more strength and energy than I used to have back in the day. For me, I think when you're born with a gift, it's an entire different thing from when you're trying to create something. So I think that with that, and as I just said about being in school and, being in so many community activities back in the day, the confidence, I know once I go on the stage, the people are there to see me. I don't go there to waste people's time. So the women have to be a part of it and feel good, and the man them also will feel good as well. So for me, I think that once you're dealing with entertainment, you should be able to perform just like how your records sound to your audience, because your audience love good music. I mean, my audience sing along with me, but definitely when I start off and say, Madam, me not take back me cha-cha, so for the me a the queen in a the park, I'm on a romantic, you know what I mean? You have to know how to get in and out of it and making sure that you sound like your record. So that's something that's natural for me, because normally when I go in the studio to do a song, not only do I do the song in the studio, I don't waste time. I memorize everything I'm doing. So when I go in the studio, it normally takes me like an hour, maybe 2 hours if I'm doing all the harmonies, just to make sure everything's perfect. So it comes from that, and that's why when I was younger, I look up to Tina Turner, because those ladies, when they're performing not only with a live band, but when they're recording with a live band. And I love those elements. I love performance. That's actually my vibe right there. You give me the mic, and the place is gonna be lit.
Love it. So talk to me about Patra, about GIMMI WAY. How did you decide for that to be the song to kind of introduce the new music?
Okay, I'm happy you said that, because GIMMI WAY is coming out. It came out on Size 8 record. That's a good friend of mine. He's also an artist, general degree. Before I even run into it, let me just let everybody know is that my album is ready, complete. I have the hip-hop, I have the R&B, I have the pop, I have the reggae, and I have the dancehall. But what I was saying is that with this GIMMI WAY, it was so perfectly set, because when General Degree come to me and say, I have a hardcore, real studio dancehall rhythm, I was like, that's right up my alley, because I wanted to make sure that I keep everything authentic. So we started, and he was like, we need to call this song GIMMI WAY. And that's when we went in the studio, vibe it, and record it. But this song is not about just giving me way, get out of the queen way, period, because people, they know who that is. It's about how beautiful the music used to be back in the days, and the respect, and all these beautiful vibes and everything, and the whole thing has so changed, where, it's sometimes it's unrecognizable when it comes to like, how people treat each other, how they look at lyrical content and all of these things. I'm not from that era. I'm from the era where people come, they feel good, and it's about music. I don't need to curse at anyone. I don't need to do anything. So that's how I think that GIMMI WAY is a statement that, that I really, really enjoy just having that as a warm-up. Yeah, definitely. So that's what GIMMI WAY is about. It's about the respect for the music industry, and also to let people see that the queen look good same way.
Right. Exactly. Well, I think that is one of the great things, Patra, about you, is that, for one thing, the confidence you have, but also the respect you have for others. Do you think that's why so many other artists respect you as well?
Well, I don't know what it is, but they know that I'm just this laid-back, down-to-earth type of person, because, you see, I have people like Bunny Wailer, who was my mentor, and as I say, growing up around some of the great entertainers in the business, Dennis Brown and all those people, and I have the luxury of sitting down with these people. They're so laid-back and so cool. It's just when they're ready to perform and deal with their art, they get into this thing. So it's about respecting people, respect. And for me, that's what it's always going to be. I don't see myself, I feel more sensual and sexy. And if you have respect, then you'll be able to do that. But if you're angry all the time, then it's going to be something else, you know. So I can't find any of my music or anything I'm doing now that's not about love and confidence as well, of loving who you are, most definitely. I love nature. I love everything natural. So for me, it's just a roots thing, you know, just roots to the bone.
Love it. Again, everyone, the Queen of Dancehall, Patra, new music out now, GIMMI WAY, more to come. Look for her, as you heard her say, she's touring out there, meeting her fans. Patra, really so glad to be able to speak with you. How can our audience stay connected with you?
Okay, well, my audience, they can, link me on my real IG, because what happened is that I just start, the IG thing. My friends, they set it up for me because I've been, so private for so long. So they can reach me on The Real Patra. They can check me on that and be updated and see what's going on. And just keep in mind that I'm getting ready for the States this summer. The PR starts now, and I love how everything is going on. The feedback is great, and what I love about Double Exposure, I have to give respect to Angelo because he has been there from day one in my career, is that he understands exactly how I want my music to be. I do not want to be commercialized. I want everything to be just precise, and I really love what's going on. So my fans can check me out. I'll be at the Barclays Center on the 16th of June. That's in Brooklyn, New York, but I'm going to be in the South on July 4th, eating some barbecue and performing and stuff. So I'll keep my fans updated. They'll be hearing a lot more, so I'm excited.
Love it, love it. Well, Patra, so glad to speak with you. Mad respect for you, much love, and looking forward to chatting with you again.
Of course, yeah, man. When I get up in the place, when I come to the South, man, I'm gonna, that's what's gonna be on. I'll make sure they take care of that. And big respect to all the people in the South. And don't forget, you guys. I remember every time the Queen run on the stage, whether it's Mississippi, wherever in the South, people always make the Queen feel good. And of course, sometimes they kind of mash up the stage, but it's okay.
Love it, love it.
When the guys and the guys, they're trying to hold my legs and pull me off, so it's all good.
Well, look, we love you, and thank you again, and definitely we'll be chatting with you again soon, Patra.
Okay, thank you so much. Enough love and blessings. Big up. All right, cool.
Blessings to you as well. Thank you, and definitely thank you to Double Exposure for setting up this conversation with us for today, and thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.